What's up, guys? It's your boys Awoki back at with another Chris Watts video, but more on NK, because that's the real reason why we're trying to look at Chris Watts' case, is because this woman has something on her mind. She won't tell us. We want to know, and we're going to watch with an enhanced audio, super enhanced, and captions of Nicole Kessinger's second police interview from start to finish. And you guys have been asking me to watch this again. We haven't watched like the whole full thing. We've watched chunks, and we're going to watch the full thing, but we're going to be doing it in two parts because it is 2 hours long. So grab a chair, get comfortable. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that white bar icon down the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that's Wookie myself has posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you guys so very much for the continued love and support. And then don't forget to go over to the channel that we were watching this from, which is We Need Ice. It's looks like a fire department type YouTube channel. Link will be down in the description. Go check them out. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. You know the deal. And with that being said, let's get into the video. How enhanced?
You alright?
Yeah.
Oh.
These rings are recorded. So Anthony's saying here is subject to recording, just so you know. And you said on your text that you might remember some more stuff.
Yeah.
So let's get on phones first.
I need to. They gave me a piece of paper to transfer my contacts. I wouldn't do it funny, but
I should be able to just put them on the iCloud.
I don't know how to do this. They said to follow this app. I can't even find the app store on this phone.
Is it Android?
Yeah. So strange. I tried to transfer all the stuff from this one to the phone last night and started thinking up like old text, like stuff I don't even have saved in here.
Or any of them from Chris?
Yeah, a few, but not many. It's pretty short. There's like 10 of.
Look how easy that was. It literally says Play Store for the apps. She knows exactly where it's at.
12, and there's like a few from those days, but most of it is. Hi. Hello. Nikki.
Yeah, Tammy.
Hey. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Stacey Galbraith. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? All right.
Oh, wait. Stacey Galbraith is the one that made the what was it? She made something. Let me think about it. Oh. I can't remember what it's called.
Getting through it? Trying. Yeah.
Stressing out.
Getting through what? D word? The DICK? Because I don't know what she's getting through. Because this woman, it wasn't a victim.
Checking out. Yeah, you look stressed out. Did you get
She looks stressed out because she doesn't want to be caught.
some therapy figured out? I'm waiting for the guns to get back to me on that. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll need to.
Yeah, we're going to see if Basil comes in. So Weld County's just, I had to write a letter yesterday for Weld County to approve, to pay for her treatment.
Oh.
And then it's going to go to a board because it's kind of unusual.
Yeah.
Since she's not an eyewitness.
Right.
But it sounded like there was not.
She's not a witness to anything. She didn't witness anything unless she was there.
Not going to own opposition to it. It's just a process.
Yeah.
So when you go through the text messages, Tammy and probably Stacy will be there.
Okay.
So you guys know each other. Or if they reach out to you.
Wait, is that Tammy? That is Tammy. Hold on. 204.
But most of it is. Hi. Hello. Nikki.
Yeah, Tammy.
Hey.
Tammy did. Oh, Tammy, stay, please. Do the interview. Oh my gosh.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Stacey Galbraith. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? All right. Just the instruction
So
box.
this is your old phone?
This is the one that I use for communication. This is the one that's going through it.
Okay.
This one's mine.
this is the one you use for communication. Of course, you use it for communication. It's a phone.
No, visor.
I know. iPhones suck. I
know.
can't believe to have this back.
Okay, so you want to move contacts from there to there.
That's all I'm going to do. Once you guys do that, then you guys can have this phone. I mean, he gave me a way to do it, so I think I need to connect to Wi-Fi, and then I need to download this app, and then I think once I download it, I can sync it up. And I need to just download the app on both phones.
So let me get a guy who knows about Wi-Fi. Is your password still 653038?
Yeah, that is.
So that's going to be that one. And which one is getting all the new text messages? Your new phone?
Mm-hmm. I've only got a few, and then like now I get what you're saying. Like they're out of order, they're scrambled, they're missing. They don't make sense. I got super
because she deleted messages. Of course, they're not going to seem together. Plus, when you do upload them, eventually, after like a day or so, they go into chronicle order. Unless there's something I don't know about, but that's why they're not making sense, is because they're missing dialect. They're missing words.
excited when I saw it because I was like, maybe it'll be on, but it's not.
So maybe what I'll ask, we have a device and we can download that too.
This one too? All right. I mean, I don't know if that'll work, but we can try it. Here's mine. You first. Thank you. And they kind of know how to get a hold of us after hours of it. I'm going to increase that too.
We should do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Are you giving her a spare phone?
She has her own spare phone, but would she link her accounts?
Wait. She has her mom's spare phone? Hold on.
Increase that too.
We should do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you giving her a spare phone?
She has her own spare phone, but would...
What? So this phone wasn't even provided by the police? I thought this phone was given to her by the police. It's her mom's spare phone? Oh my gosh. Here I thought it was the police that gave her a spare phone.
She linked her accounts. A bunch of messages between her and Chris were recovered on her new phone.
Oh, okay.
So mine will probably just celebrate right now.
Oh, okay.
On other phones, so we don't have to take all our phones.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, you good in here for a bit? Okay, you up on water or anything? Please. Okay.
All right. That guy's coming to help us.
I would do it myself, but it's like there's so many different, not I haven't used this phone in years.
Okay.
Like right now,
So it's not very new?
this is,
Okay.
I haven't used this since like 2016. And
So why would you use a phone that's from 2016? It's not going to backdate the right way. Taking an old phone to a new phone, that's going to work a lot better. But going from a new phone to an old phone? What?
so all these numbers on here are numbers of people I've gotten since then. What I don't want is with like the media and all that other stuff going on is have a phone just full of unknown content.
Sure. I get it.
Like,
So he's going to come over and turn your Wi-Fi on and figure out how to move.
You're telling me that this woman doesn't know how to turn on her her Wi-Fi? That's a full crap.
He knows
okay, I'm about to do that. Like,
She knows how to Google and all that stuff, so she obviously knows how to turn on Wi-Fi. She's playing dumb.
give up.
Okay. So your phone this time, do you have any objections to us looking at everything in your phone?
Why do you even need that? I'm just curious. Like, why do you need everything as opposed to stuff?
So
To stuff?
well, because it's easier to get. And if we're looking at all the material, let's say I take everything off your phone, I can put a date in, like let's say August 10th through the 15th, because those are critical days. But other conversations between you and Chris, or other text messages between you and Chris from June or July, then it makes it harder for me to find all those. Do you understand what I mean? It's easier for them to just take everything. I don't know. Are they?
Yeah. I mean, except for when I first met him, and it was such a PC thing.
Okay. And
Okay, so it's a PC thing. Where is her computer? We were never told that her computer was taken. We were told that Chris's computer was taken. But what about NK's? How much stuff is on that?
And
this is so frustrating.
What about your phone log? It's always his 9M0 number.
All
Right.
like it's always that one, or originally was it?
We talked about your GPS locating, like knowing where your phone is at certain times.
I mean, you guys can have all that. I just was like, oh my God, it's on here between me and all my friends. I'm like, do they really want all this stuff?
Well, is there anything in those texts that you'd be concerned with? So, well, not really, or yes or no?
No, I
would say not really.
mean, like, the other day, my dad and I decided to do some damage control because a lot of people were like, hey, please call me, I don't know what to say. And I just told them all, like, I didn't say anything. I pretty much just said, if mediators contact you, tell them no comment. It's like, please be nice to them. You do not need to talk to them. It's like, I'm safe, not in trouble, and breaking laws. And I was just like, just send your love and support. And that was all I said to people.
So did that prompt all the phone calls of people going,
No,
are you okay?
They were prompting me.
And
that is why I did that, because I didn't even want to, like, say that, but I was getting all sorts of texts from people that were like, media is trying to contact me. I don't know what to do. I didn't tell them that I was a witness. I didn't tell them anything about that. It was just like, just say no comment. I need you to do this.
Okay.
And then a couple of my like super, super close friends, I asked them if they would be courteous enough to take all the pictures that we had of each other off Facebook.
Oh, now it's a courteous that you want all the pictures off? Oh, okay.
And social media, and I said yes, and that was like a couple of really close friends.
Is there any text messages between you and friends that reference anything that would be concerning regarding this case?
No.
Like talking about Chris, I think you've told me that you've never even really talked with
my friends about him. No, and like my friend's dad died like yesterday.
I'm not worried about that.
No, I know, but she started like, oh my God, she was really drunk last night. She started like freaking out. She's like, I don't know what's going on in your life. She's like, I don't know if it pertains to this case. And she like just sent me like a screenshot of a news article of that case. And she was just like, she's like,
what about conversation?
I didn't mention that it had anything to do with that. She's like, I don't know if that's what it is. He works in Anadarko. She's like, I really don't give a shit. She's like, I just really need you to be here with me and my dad. Oh, this and this and this. And she was just kind of upset because I had asked her to please say no comment to the media, and it happened to be like right when her dad died, and I think she was feeling a little like, yeah. But I mean, you guys can read this.
A little what? Can you finish?
There's nothing in there of me actually saying anything about it. I just
what's your phone number in that phone?
720. It's the same phone number that's on this one. 756-9605. So no, I mean,
so here I thought the whole time that this phone that she had, that was the secondary phone, was her mother's. It wasn't from the police that they were like, oh, take this phone, put all this stuff on this phone so we can have it. It was her mother's phone. I didn't know that.
You guys.
So there was a conversation that I asked you about between you and Shirley too.
It's the same girl.
That same girl was freaking out.
Yeah.
So was there ever a conversation about kids with you and Charlotte? Like I can't remember the exact context, but
I was hanging out with a guy who had kids.
Okay. And
she has not even like
played. All right. So your conversation about him having kids, how did that go?
I mean, I don't know. I just told her.
Is it still? Did you delete that, or is it still on?
No, I have no reason to delete anything else on my phone. Okay. The reason I deleted all this stuff with Chris is because he was making me feel really uncomfortable, and I didn't want to see it in my phone anymore.
Okay.
No, that's not what the professionals say. They say a lot different than what you just said, Nicole.
Yeah, let me scroll all the way back here. I'm going to scroll talk a lot. No, she is like...
So let's just, while we're here, because we talked about this before, but we didn't talk about the specific context of what that message said regarding the children.
Look at how he's looking at her. She's too invested into her phone, not giving eye contact, not giving any valuable response, but yet I don't know what I'm talking about.
So obviously in the situation that we're looking at now with...
If somebody is talking to me, I'm giving them my attention. If somebody doesn't give me the attention, oh, it makes me mad because I'm talking to you, so you better give me the courtesy that I would give you. Am I wrong?
The death of 2 children and all the other circumstantial stuff going around in the case. I just want to make sure there was no comments ever made by you regarding, children or dislike of children or love of children. Either way, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess.
I guess. And he just let it go. And then I'm told that I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. What?
Let me find it. I can't get this one to start. You guys can just take whatever you...
So it's easier for me to just take everything than it is to single it out. Plus, for the purposes of this case, the less exposure, we already have, initially you drew a concern from me when you told me you deleted everything from Chris. I've already told.
They said it right there. You drew a concern because you deleted everything. And they're just okay with it now?
That. You understand why? There's no question as to why that might cause concern. So if there's anything else that ever comes up, I have it, and then we can just discuss it. Do you understand what I mean? All right.
It's right here. This is how it starts. She starts right there. She starts talking about her and her fiance. So that was like weeks ago.
How about you get a warrant and take the phone? Not, we're going to transfer everything so you can still have your phone.
She hasn't brought it up since, really, or like...
I've watched First 48s where they take the phone right away. Or they call for a warrant right away. They get a judge to sign over the warrant right away. Like, why are we not doing that with this?
Connected the dots or like said shit. I mean, you guys can look through all this text.
Yeah, but I'm stupid. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And I don't know when that was. That was definitely when things were going good. So this is like weeks prior, I'm assuming. I think the date is at the top of whenever we started texting that day.
Look, this is, well,
we talk a lot.
August 7th.
Yeah.
So I reference everything to Sunday the
12th of what? August, July, June.
So that's the only conversation like that on there, I believe, on my phone. I don't think there's like anything else. And she even last night like still wasn't even. She's just always bored.
Like, why does he need to know that?
Other than that, there shouldn't really be anything on with other people. But you guys can just go everything on that point of
As
view.
long as you're okay with that, that's really
I mean, that makes your life easier.
It's not just about making it easier, it's just less. So if there's any question, like I told you before, like the 2 girls you just met did a lot of interviews in this case. They've done a lot of work. They may know things that I don't. There's no way we can all know everything. So they might go, oh, because somebody else is the one who told.
So let them come in and do another interview. Why do you have to be on the interview? I never even realized Tammy met Nicole.
Told me about Charlotte and this message. So I've never read
that's
those.
probably why.
Potentially,
I'm assuming that that's what that is. Because I said its name. I don't even think she's put two and two together, because last night it was just like the way she was talking. She wasn't like, this is him, this is it. She's like, I don't know what's going on. I just assume this is it because this guy worked at Anadarko, but she is not even like processing.
She really doesn't want them to go talk to Charlotte. I still feel like Charlotte knows something. So does Jim.
What? That's a fucking.
I wish they would have kept that bottle of water
You mean
for
by
DNA.
can tell he has a lot to take care of in life? What did you mean? You said that?
He's rich, he's a kid.
Okay.
Responsibility. Anyway, he's
A wife?
father with a house.
You're even saying that here he's all about his kids.
Yeah. And she was like asking me, like, I mean, everything I had to say about him at that point was like really positive. Like, I think I made it clear that I wasn't like 100% sure this was like the man of my dreams, and I was in.
You told her you're addicted to the booty. So you don't know. He's great. He's fantastic. He does things for me. I'm falling hard. Like, but he's not the man of your dreams?
The rest of my life with him or anything, but I was
That's why you Googled wedding dresses?
enjoying the
For
time
2
I was
hours?
spending with him at that point.
You're referencing that he has 2 kids, and then you don't like that because you want to have that experience with somebody else. Is that what?
I just thought I wasn't sure if he was the one that I want to be with because he had already like done everything.
Okay.
Like I was like, it would be really nice to kind of like have kids and have my own marriage and all of that stuff. So that was never anything I could say to him.
So you said he's handsome, huh? Did you send her a picture?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not attached here. Is that because from what you
I
deleted?
think it's from when I deleted all my photos of his stuff.
Even if you delete your photos, it's still going to be in the message. I've deleted photos in my my photo library, and it's still inside the message. So that's a bunch of bull.
He's kind of short.
I mean, I talked to her in a way that I wouldn't like talking to him as like my girl, you know what I'm saying?
I did it. No, I'm just teasing you a little bit.
I didn't know. I'm just teasing you a little bit. What? This is picking up somebody talking.
So now you're just talking about shoes and
their stuff.
okay.
But then she brought it up again last night, but she didn't
Brought up what?
okay, but she didn't like connect the dots. She was like freaking out like her dad. And she was really upset. She wanted me to come see her on Saturday because it's his wedding.
So unexpected.
Kind of, sort of. He had Parkinson's, so kind of,
Again, why are
but
we
not.
talking about
You know
this?
what I'm saying? It was a very drawn out thing. But she's having a really hard time with it. I knew she would, and she was like, "Can you be the wake on Saturday?" And I was like, I was really hesitant to leave the house, and I didn't tell her that, but I was like, I don't know, I'll try, and I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna tell her if it's like right before I have to be there. And
So what if she left when he thought just first to die? And I'm more interested.
no, she didn't even ask me. She was just like, she's like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, you can see it.
So you mentioned on your text before you were coming that there was other information that you thought of that was important again?
Yeah.
One thought?
This is upside track.
I'll look at this when you do that. And then
I'll show her that.
Yes, show her.
Watching here, like I will just say,
you guys talk a lot.
oh yeah, she's right here. So first she sends me this, and she's not even asking me about him. She's saying he looks like her ex. That's when she first brings him up. She doesn't even mention me at that point. I don't even think she realizes it's the same guy. Like, legitimately. I think this girl is so wrapped up in all the stuff that she's got going on right now that I don't think it's even processing. I mean, you can just tell by the way that she, like, talks. See how she's all upset because I asked her to not talk to the media, and it happened to be the day that her dad died, and I'm sitting here trying to comfort her.
Is this your best friend?
Yes. This girl is like my world.
All right. But you're not talking about children or your relationship with Chris or anything like that?
No, the only time I ever mentioned him was like that one day.
Okay.
And I didn't even remember that I even had like said that to her. Because,
what's her phone number?
720-425-7330.
Don't call it.
So I'm not going to call her, but at some point, you might want to talk to her, just so you know. I mean, sooner or later, she's going to connect the dots, or you're going to tell her, right, if she's your best friend.
I'm not going to tell her. If she figures it out, she figures it out.
Okay. If we were going to talk to her, I'd let you know beforehand. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's just like I give her a heads up. And she apologized to me because she was being kind of crazy. She was.
So tell me about the new info that you remember.
Okay. See right here. Hold on. So look, man, I know you work at Ananarco. He did too. I know he murdered his wife and kids. I know he was a dog. I know you're my best friend. I know you have a good heart. I know that you got it. That guy needs to go to jail, and he will. I know you don't want publicity, and neither would I. I know that as a witness, if you say anything, it can cause a mistrial. I know you don't want that. Neither do I. So the media. I want my best friend here. I never fucking said anything to her about a trial.
Okay.
So,
but
she goes, I don't even care if you flirted with him or more. I know you had nothing to do with what happened, and I don't care if your job is having an open investigation. I'm not going to ask you a single question, but my top side, and you're my best friend.
Okay.
I said, please stop talking about that. And she said, what do you want, house arrest? And she just keeps saying, my father died, what the fuck? She was not okay last night, and I was just trying to, like,
understandable,
mitigate this. And I was like trying to calm her down. And I said, Charlotte, I'm trying so hard to be the best friend of Candy right now. So I don't want to talk to you about that case. I didn't say that case. I said that case, like I was.
I feel like this is trying to save her again.
I mean, affiliated with it at all. And you need to respect that. I'm here for you regarding your dad. And you know this. And then she's.
But what's
freaking out.
You guys never had a conversation except for this past text messages about Chris and his children.
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
That's fine.
I mean, because he wasn't really something that I like super wanted everybody to know about, and I shouldn't have even mentioned it when she wrote, but she had like going on sexually with her fiance, and it happened. But at that point,
as a best friend, it's understandable.
Yeah. See, and she keeps trying to talk about it. She says, if you're not under investigation by the police, I don't care. Why can't you attend your so-called best friend's father's death? It doesn't make sense to me. And all I told her was stop.
And then she just like her dad.
Yeah, and she just is like freaking out. And finally, I just told her, getting mad at me, they're gonna bring your dad back, and that's when she chilled. And then, she kind of went on another rant, but it had nothing to do with Chris. And then she apologized to me this morning for being drunk and sad and hungry after that night.
What other new information?
Okay, see, we got so much going on. I didn't even text this. Let's talk about it.
You make sure before you leave you see Hazel. You need to get some help.
I know. I've been asking. So he was talking for a few weeks, like he mentioned.
Give me a time frame.
Okay. So he went to North Carolina. We came back from North Carolina. I was informed sometime either when he was on the trip or when he was like getting back, but in that area, that they filed for divorce and that they were going to put the house up for sale. And he was like, she the one that called the realtor, because he told me that he had spoke to her when he was in North Carolina about it. And then the next day, she was the one who called the realtor.
When you say she, Shanann?
Yes.
And when you say the time frame they came back from North Carolina, you don't remember the specific dates, but like the first or second week of August?
Yeah, I think I told you guys when they left. I think he left on Tuesday, the 31st of July.
I do remember you saying that.
And I don't remember when he came home. I really don't.
I don't remember if it was like, so is this a phone conversation or is this a text conversation?
No, this happened on the phone. And he told me that that was when I had said, hey, when you go to North Carolina, I really think you should try to fix things with your wife. And
Well, she sent him nude photos.
Kept asking, what about us? And Rose trying to kind of take a step back and see if he would fix things before attempting to pursue things with me, because I wanted to know that if all of these things he's saying, like, yes, we're getting separated, and yes, all of these things that he's saying are happening, I wanted to know that it was like, you were doing this like you said, you were prior to me coming in your life, and it had nothing to do with me, you know? And so for me, it was like, I really wanted them to fix it. I would have just like left the situation.
So tell me why him,
she wouldn't
Shanann
have.
calling the realtor and him mentioning that they were going to be divorced. Why do you think it's important?
Because so after that, he was like, she's the one who called the realtor. And I remember I was like, damn, that was fast. Because I knew he told me like we were going to put the house up, but they said he was like, we didn't know how much to offer for it. And we were kind of trying to find somebody. And so for the first few weeks that I hung out with him, he kind of like dragged his feet on, hey, this is happening. And then after North Carolina, he's like, yeah, she wants to put the house up. She's the one that called the realtor. And I was like, kind of taken back, not necessarily at the speed of it, given how long he said that they've been separating, but the fact that she did it like the day after he supposedly sat down and had a conversation with her about, hey, do we fix this or do we not fix this relationship?
Do you remember how many days she was back in Colorado before leaving? Do you know that?
Because I don't remember when they got home.
Right.
I don't.
I'm just trying to get your memory jogged down on that. But so this was, they get home. He had told you in North Carolina that they agreed to, and they're finalized their relationship.
Yeah.
They get home and she immediately wants to sell the house.
Yes. And then, so, I mean, I started thinking, okay, well, I know in Colorado houses sell very fast here. So I was like, what's your plan? You know, and I was like, because you might want to be prepared. And I remember that's when the whole concept came up of, you probably need to start looking for a new place pretty quick. And that was when he was kind of overwhelmed with it. And I told him, I was like, look, like I just moved a few months ago. And I was like, to find a place that was comfortable for me, it was like, it took like a lot of research. And that's when I offered to help. I was like, I'll hire you. And he seemed pretty gung-ho about it for like the first week. And he seemed very
because he wanted to get a place so that you could come over and you could do more stuff.
Grateful, and I was putting in work on it, and I was like calling him and kind of letting him know about places, and there really wasn't that many options in Brighton. I found one. I actually texted it to myself before I texted.
But why Brighton?
It to him because it was like I still have that in my phone too. Because I found it and it was great, but it was like right at the beginning of my search, and I was like, I don't want to inundate him.
So you said a week. You think you worked on that for a week?
No, I honestly only probably spent like a few hours over a few days and just trying to like line it up.
Just trying to think about how many days she had been back while you were working on that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So you said, did you actually work on it for a week straight?
No. Okay. It was just like a couple of days after work. I would just like spend a couple hours if I had time, like at the end of my day, or if I didn't go to the gym, and just sit down. And I mean, I can give you a date on one that I worked on because I texted that one to myself. This one, I love this one. When is this? Saturday, August 11th.
That's the day you guys went out?
Yeah.
To the lazy dog?
Yes.
Or the two lazy dogs? All right. What else?
Yeah. So the reason that this is important is because he, like, up
Tell
to
us.
that point, seemed like he was all about it, you know. And I was respecting him. I wasn't like, oh, you need to get this, you need to get that. I was like, what city do you want to live in? What side of town is she staying in? You know, how close do you want to be to work? How close do you want to be to your kids? I mean, I asked him everything. I just wanted him to have something that was accommodating for his whole family. And he told me that she's probably going to stay in the Frederick area, but he never said for sure. The first time I asked him, he's like, I don't know.
Because they never were starting.
Where she's going to go, but she'll probably stay in this area. And I was like, Chris, if you're going to get an apartment, like, you need to figure that out, because the last thing you want is to be like an hour drive from your kids. Like, you know, you got to be close. And so, I ended up asking him again like a couple days later, and that was when he was like, I think she's staying in the Frederick area. And I was like, okay. And that's when I was like starting to get details, like where, and if you could find my text, you'll see it, where I'm asking like, where do you want to live? Like, how close do you want to be to work? Those things, like, you know, do you care what gym you go to? Like, what are you looking for? You know,
we talked about this previously.
Yeah. So the thing was that he was like super gung-ho about it. And then on Saturday, that day, I remember being outside with him when this conversation happened, but I don't know where. I don't know if we were like walking into the restaurant or walking to the car, but I like vaguely remember being outside with him. And I was like, he had told me that he wanted to go look at some places that upcoming week. Mm-hmm. And we were supposed to go do that on Wednesday. And I was like, I asked him, I was like, what places do you want to go see? And I was like, did you really like that place that I showed you? Because
how does this help in any shape or form?
it was just like super convenient for everything. And it had a little playground and it had a pool. Like it would have been awesome for his kid, and it was cheap. And so, and it was like close to Frederick. It was close to the gym. It was close to work. It was close to me. It was close to everything.
This is the spot.
And it was in Brighton, which is what he wanted. And so, I was like, "Did you want to go check that place out?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And he like didn't seem sure anymore. And that was the part that I wanted to tell you. I just figured I'd give you all the backstory.
Sure. So he's not sure about the particular apartment or about even leaving.
So he told me that he looked at it and he told me that he thought it was nice, but it didn't really seem like his interest was that piqued. And I was like, "Well, did you find anything that you really wanted to look at?" And he told me, yeah, that he'd found a few, but nothing that really, really piqued his interest. And I was like, "Well, you might want to get started." And he's like, "Well, I found one." And I asked him, I said, "Which one is it? Because I think I've looked at like every apartment in Brighton and maybe I'll remember it." And he's like, "I don't know. I don't remember the name of it." And he kind of just like disregarded it. And it was kind of strange to me because like the whole week prior, he was like so excited that I was trying to help him because he's busy. I'm busy. So I was like, "You look, I'll look. Let's see if we can try to narrow it down to like 4 or 5 spots. And then we'll find something that's good for you and your girls." You know, and he seemed like very enthusiastic about it. Like during the week when the conversations first really started ramping up about like, "You probably got to figure something out because that house is going to sell really fast, you know, or at least be prepared." And
so why do you think he was removed or not interested on your Saturday night, wherever you guys were?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I can think about these things and I feel like they're all assumptions, but at that point, like maybe he already knew something that I didn't. I don't know. So it was just a complete mood change where he just didn't even seem that interested. And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Well, we don't have to do that on Wednesday if you don't want to." And he's like, "No, I know I need to get it done." And I was like, "All right."
Is this making sense to
gonna,
you?
like, force him to do it. If he doesn't want to do it, don't do it. Just say no, you know. And I was like, and for me, I was like, I was just offering to help because like, I know what a tedious task it is trying to find any place to live.
What else? Any other new info?
That part where he was just like really unplugged on Saturday, and then there was something else that went with that. Let me just think from it. It was I didn't realize that I just wrote that here down.
This is the most kickback, laid back I've ever heard.
I can't believe I can't remember all this stuff.
Yeah, you remember so much stuff already.
Slowly comes to me all the time. Well, some of the stuff is just things that you would never think about. Now that I'm like, hindsight's 2020, I'm like starting to go back. There was something else that happened on Saturday that had to do with all of it.
Think about it for a minute and let's see if my tech guy has his moving shoulders and we'll get your phone taken care of.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to have you sign this voluntary consent.
Yep.
It's the same thing that you signed in Thornton saying that, you know, I didn't threaten you, intimidate you. You have a right to say no. I want you to read the document again. We're going to take your phone. We're going to use a program called Celebrate. If you go to your phone store, that's what they use. Sometimes they used to do this. They used to move your stuff back and forth. It's the same thing. They're going to take that information and then an examiner who is skilled in looking at cell phone data is going to look at it to try to recover the deleted material that we're after.
I hope
So
they can
the
get
deleted material is what enough.
I know it is. I feel so bad that I did that. I didn't even, honestly, like, that's not even what I was thinking about. I was just did not want, like, any presents from him.
So you're okay with everything?
The whole phone.
Awesome.
Just take it. Because I feel like we've been trying
I'm going to put all data on here for ease. Okay. So read that and make sure you sign it, that you understand that we're going to take all the data. Once I have all that stuff, I'll get your phone back to you.
Okay. That's okay. I mean, I'm not even going to use it anymore. I'm going to just use this.
Okay. I'm going to still get it back to you as soon as we're done.
Okay.
All right. So next week sometime maybe.
Okay.
Or the week after or something like somewhere in that time frame. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Relax for a minute. I'll be back in a sec.
Like, I've lost a lot of brain cells listening to this. I don't know about you, but like none of it so far helped in any shape or form. But wait, she remembers. Hold on. Watch.
I got it.
She knows they're recording. She's putting on a show.
I heard a word, by the way. I got it.
You heard what?
In my head. What I need to say.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi.
Hi, I'm Matt.
I'm Nikki.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. So this is my original phone
Okay.
that these guys would like to have.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of contacts on here that are not on the phone that I'm currently transferring.
Look how she changed her voice. Like Martin said.
to,
Okay.
a lot of them.
Uh-huh.
I need some of them.
Right.
It would be greatly appreciated if we could get the contacts from this phone to just go to this phone so that all the text messages and everything have like names and things
Right.
into them,
Okay.
so that I can. That's all I want to do. And I
Okay.
went to Verizon to switch to this phone, and all he did is give me this little sheet of paper to follow, which seems very simple, and I'm usually pretty tech savvy, except for the fact that I can't get the App Store to work on this phone, and I can't get the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So that is the dilemma that I'm in.
All right.
But if you would be so kind as to just think that out, then I can give them what they need. And
I am not good on phone things.
I'm usually pretty tech savvy. After working in the oil field, you gotta get creative about things. They have technology, but you're like in the sticks, so everything wants to malfunction.
So are your contacts on this phone synced to the cloud, to iCloud?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, some messages came over, so I assume that everything is, but I don't really know. So maybe I'm not as tech savvy as I thought.
What do you remember? You just said you remember something besides that.
Nothing.
Oh, do you want to watch the conversation right now?
He's an agent. He works with me. He knows about this.
I can step out if you feel more comfortable.
Oh, no, I mean, whatever.
You tell me.
He had a Fire Stick. He kept talking about, you know what a Fire Stick is?
No.
Okay, you probably do since you're tech guys. They're like,
Oh, you mean like Amazon Fire Stick?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he didn't have it in his possession, but
Who's he know, Chris?
Yes. So Chris mentioned to me that on Saturday, that same day, that
Come on.
because this it kind of went hand in hand with the whole like apartment talk, because I was like, oh, that apartment.
The Fire Stick went with the apartments.
And then he said he found he was like, I was like, well, what's it called? And he's like, I don't remember. And I was like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's close to 1,100. And I was really taken back by that because I pay more than that, and I don't really have that nice of a place, and it's not a 2-bedroom. It's a 1. So that part kind of seemed odd to me, but I'd seen a few things online that were kind of cheap, and I was just like, all right. And he's like, I'm just trying to cut costs. And I was like, that's cool. I was like, how else are you doing that? And it was just out of curiosity. And he's like, well, I decided to get rid of cable. And I was like, okay. And I was kind of taken back by that too, because he loves sports. He like lives and breathes football. So
Again, what does this have to do with anything?
I was like, okay. And I was like, that's a good cost, to cut back on. And he was like, yeah, I think I can watch still streamed sports via a Fire Stick. And I've heard of those things before. I don't really know a lot about them. But he was saying that he had a buddy working on it already for him.
Who's the buddy?
He didn't say. I didn't ask.
Why do you think that's important?
That he had all that set up. I don't know. I mean, it made me believe that.
That he was ready to move out? Is that?
Oh,
What does a Fire Stick have to do with moving out, divorcing his wife? Like, what the flip? And people tell me that I'm nuts or I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know the facts.
Oh,
he was just saying, yeah, like he was prepping. It still sounded like he was prepping. I mean, everything he did sounded like he was getting ready for everything to happen. The only thing that I found really peculiar about the whole situation was the fact that he just kind of seemed disconnected about the apartment thing on Saturday, whereas in previous conversation, he was the one who brought it up, and he was the one who seemed really excited about it when I offered to help him do some like legwork on trying to find a spot for his goals.
Right. I'll be right back. Okay.
So I don't know who this friend was. It was just weird. So sometimes it seemed like some of the things he said, he was still really. A lot of things he said made sense. It still to this day makes sense. And then other things like
None of it makes sense because you won't tell us.
he said don't make sense at all to me anymore, or like they changed.
Okay. Well, you know a lot more now. Well, unfortunately, you know a lot more now about terrible things that may have happened that changed the way you're thinking about what he said, too. So, making you think differently about those kind of back verbiage. Right?
Definitely.
So, we've talked a lot about a lot of different things.
I hope I'm helping you guys.
You certainly are.
I hope so, because I don't like having stuff on the top of my head. It's so hard, and there's so many days I can tell that my mind is trying to like block it all out. And when I think it's almost like a subliminal like coping mechanism, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to like think about it so that I can help you guys. And that's why.
So why don't you give yourself a break for a day or two, and just live a normal life. Stop thinking about this stuff for a day or two, and then revisit it. Maybe that'll help you because you look like you're tired again.
I lost my job yesterday, so that's where that comes from.
You lost your job with, is Yosan's place as well?
Ha!
Okay. Sorry to hear that. Wait, I think you mentioned with your skill set that it should be easily employable in another locales.
I don't know. I don't know. I hope somebody hires me. I hope people don't see my name on a resume and just not hires.
Well, your name hasn't even made it in the papers yet.
Not yet.
So remember you said
And here we are almost 7 years later, and we're still talking about her.
that you had some locations you could go out of state. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you're thinking or whatever's going to work for you.
Yeah. I'm thinking about all of that. It's just a matter of timing and trying to figure out when to do it. Hesitate to do it all too soon. I want to have to go it all over again.
Tell me the name of the geoscience technique. Tasman, that's right.
I think I was just so bummed because they told me that they would keep me, and then they called me back and let me go, and I was just like, man.
So did they essentially fire you, for lack of a better term? And that was yesterday?
Yeah. They said they let me go because they hired me to do a contract job, and now that contract was over. It was unfortunate because me and Barco actually offered to pay me for a while, and Tasman said no. Oh. I just wish they would have been honest with me in the first place, but it is what it is.
So now you're out looking for a job too?
I haven't even started doing that. It's not even like a priority to me at this point, but I will get to it. So yeah, so I need Hagel to help me out with this lease and sell my truck and change my entire life, and hopefully somebody somewhere will give me a decent job and give me a chance and not judged for all of this whole disaster.
Well, you should have
So
done it
that's
in the
fine.
first place.
You said Hazel was helping you out with some of your lease stuff. All right. So
Yeah.
when we're here, I think she usually comes out in the afternoon to see each other.
I think Matt just went the other way looking for me, but he'll be fine eventually.
Awesome. So he must want this for something.
I won't charge my phone if I made that. Didn't charge him last night. I charged his check.
Yeah.
Here.
What's this? Oh, this is the Verizon call box.
Oh, look how she grabbed that phone.
All right. So
Yeah.
when we're here, I think she usually comes out in the afternoon to see each other.
I think Matt just went the other way looking for me, but he'll be fine eventually.
Awesome. So he must want this for something.
I won't charge my phone if I made that. Didn't charge him last night. I charged his check.
Yeah.
Here.
What's this? Oh, this is the Verizon call box.
2/13.
From what date to what date? You want this one back?
It's a month.
Sorry. You're good.
I don't know. It's a month, so it's probably whatever 30 days was, probably July 14th.
Oh, I thought she had grabbed the phone and like moved it aside so he couldn't grab it or something.
You'll see it when you open it up. You'll see it, but it's a month. So my billing.
Can I just take this real quick and move it off your thumb drive? I do your thumb drive.
You can do whatever you want. That's yours.
You don't need this back?
No. I mean, you can get it back if you want.
Yeah, I'll just go download this to my computer real quick.
I think it's a month. It ends on the 13th, and that's why I was saying when they bill me next month, then I can give you the 14th and pass that. And I could have given you the 14th now, but because they haven't billed me for it, like this isn't a nice PDF, but the unbilled one is like in this janky Excel format, and you could like manipulate the data. I don't want it.
What is on here specifically? PDF of your complete phone bill for your cell phone.
That ends on August 13th.
Okay.
Everything after that, you
got to look at this on my phone. Okay.
My lease agreement is on there, and I told Hazel that she had it.
Okay.
So
I'll share
I told her because she needs that.
Yep,
and then there's also like a computer record of me talking to the Verizon wireless people, asking them if they can restore my text and what they had to say about it, just so that you guys know that I did the due diligence to attempt to do that.
Tough.
So those are the three things that are on
Oh,
there.
I did my diligence to try. Okay.
So there was the messages that synced up when you started are on this phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then she started, this one's like 2 years old. Okay. But when she turned it on, a bunch of deleted messages from Chris that were on that phone synced up with that phone. Okay. So that's the one I want to try to rip.
Okay, so we're going to download this one.
This one's coming in context. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So this one's going to be coming with us as evidence. That one will just rip, so she has a phone.
So I need you to log into Google.
I was trying to figure this out. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm not getting you.
I mean, if you guys really can't do it,
Well, there's another way we can do it. So
Give your phone to them.
we can try.
Man, I'm usually really good about passwords, but this one,
She's good with everything, but apparently now she's just scatterbrained.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know nothing with this before you walked in here.
Okay. And that's the only way you can download the apps, right?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to figure
I'm
it out.
not an Android guy, so I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't used Android phone in like 2 years.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to figure
Play Store. iPhone, iOS Store. Everybody knows that. Come on.
this out. That sucks, but it's okay.
Well, there's another thing that we could try.
Sorry.
Nope.
Give me your phone.
Did you have text message on? So when I looked up to Wi-Fi, I think you got a couple more extra.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my gosh.
This was like right when I transferred it.
So I think your contacts should be connected to iCloud now. So
When I went from Droid to iPhone to Android, I had no problems. I mean, yeah, there's probably one-off things where it might not sync up, or it might. I think she's completely full of crap.
shouldn't listen. We can try and use our download machine, use to download the funds, can also transfer. I've never done that, so I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to give it a shot.
Okay. That would be so nice, because I was looking at these messages and I was like, oh my god, like, don't know.
Right.
I mean, again, I'm sure I could figure it out pretty quick if I read the text. Look out.
Yeah.
It's a whole day from it.
Okay.
And so you would just save me a lot of time. It's stress.
Okay, and then we're keeping this one, downloading it and giving it back.
Yeah, and then this one I think he'll get one number off of it now when you better take out the guy.
Okay, but we're keeping this one, right?
Yeah, look from the shows.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, let me go.
Again, why can't they get just the warrant for the phone and take the phone? I've never seen this where they swap the phones.
See if I can transfer the contact.
Anybody that's in the professional field, could you tell me if I'm wrong? Do they take your phone with a warrant? Do they transfer this? I would surely love to talk to anybody that could verify this for me.
You know what the wall truck is? It goes,
No, just put yourself for guess that I'll beat it right now. Hell for in a little bit.
how are you doing? I'm alright. I like your little blouse. Adorable. you. So, let's take much time getting some fucking.
Is this Hazel, I presume?
Hello. So, I do it. Alright. I hope we do.
I'm gonna step out.
Okay.
I have that now. I have the lease. I'll give it to Hazel. Okay. Did he get your phone taken care of?
I don't know. I took him both. He
All right.
was going to try it.
I'll step out for a few minutes.
Okay.
Give you guys a few seconds. All right. If you remember anything else, we'll talk before you leave. All right. Hazel said she knew that you had been fired, so you need to get some advice on that too, about potentially leaving here and starting anew somewhere else. That is a good thing. All right. We'll be back in keep.
Okay, thank you. So, then what ended up with fire the other company as one?
Yeah, well, America just terminated the contract. I mean, I don't blame them. That's just not a good place to be. But they were concerned, and they offered to pay for like a few weeks.
Well, that is pretty generous.
It was very generous, and Taz went cutting off. They're just like, we don't want to build a contract if you're not actually working. I respect that. No, I don't know. I think it's kind of disappointing because they told me, I informed them on the situation, and then they contacted me like a day later, and they said, oh, you're good, don't worry about it. And they contacted me the day after and pretty much just let me go. It's like, just be honest.
So did you get another job or another appointment?
They would have had to have. And I kind of had a solution for that situation too, but they didn't seem like they were all about it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm working with them for like 4 months. They're old enough now. Well,
That's Tasman. And so are they saying that your contract with them is also terminated, or that you just aren't working in Anadarko anymore and they'll find you another position?
they told me originally that if I wasn't going to work at Anadarko, they'd find out a place to put me. And then they came back yesterday night and said, since you're not, we hired you for the contract with Anadarko, and since your contract with them was terminated, we're letting you go.
Okay. And did you call the person and everything that gave you that?
No.
Seriously?
I've spent all day trying to do stuff with these guys,
Yeah.
so I haven't had a chance.
I think it might be helpful just to talk to him and see what he has to say about it, and see if there's any, he'll probably ask you what your contract with them was and ask you for some more details, and see if there's any way that legally he can help you out, or if he can create some sort of mediation or something like that, or at the very least negotiate a positive referral to another agency or something.
I mean, they told me they'd give me that. You seemed really taken back when I asked them, but I was like, can you at least give me a positive referral? I mean, I did great work for those guys. They're definitely done this and being on their team for sure. And he was like, yeah, I'll do this. Okay. I mean, I did not know what else to do. This is like one more thing on my plate right now. I don't know what to do. I don't think anybody's
Well, we're going to leave it there. We've reached halfway mark. Let me know your thoughts. There's a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know that phone was her mom's. I didn't know that. What was that other thing? Just the overall. I'm glad that this enhanced audio was created. So kudos to We Need Ice. The captions are a little off. You can definitely see some words that come out that are not what they said. But that's why I went definitely back to find out if the phone was actually her mom's. But that could mean a whole bunch of things, that the phone is not... How do I want to say this? The phone's been technically still compromised because it was used by her a few years back. So she's got stuff on there that, I don't know, maybe she had something done with the phone back in that. Maybe I'm just grabbing at straws. I just think it would have been a lot better if she just either handed her phone over and said, yeah, hey, take my phone. I will somehow get a burner phone and I'll use that for a little bit. Like, why are we transferring stuff? Like, why are we allowing her to try to hide things when, even with Chris, with him staying at the house that night, he was able to remove things from the house if needed be. We're giving her her phone. We're giving her the chance to delete more stuff, get rid of evidence. Like, when I've watched other crime shows that are real, the haters are like, oh, it's Wookie's watching CSI Miami. That's not what I'm watching the first 48. I'm watching real crime shows that they do not do what this man, Colbert, or whatever the heck his name is doing. He's teasing with her. He's joking with her. He's being too flirtatious. I mean, police officers have come to me and said, or detectives that are retired, and they're like, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it all wrong. So I'm just saying, it's definitely something of a concern. Huge red flags. I don't know what you guys heard. If you guys want to pinpoint anything out during this first chunk of 53 minutes and 51 seconds, definitely timestamp it, comment your thoughts, and we can definitely talk amongst each other. I thank you guys for being here. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video.